How's it going, everybody? Happy, what is it, Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. Um, man, I am just beat up from yesterday. I mean, we didn't go too bad on the picks and stuff, but there was just some games that really hurt us. Some games that really hurt us. Celtics is the main one. um, Celtics losing was like a kick in the nuts. It really was. Um, but then I went to hedge one of my bets because I had the Pistons winning and they did win. I went to hedge it with that Kings game, and I was an idiot and took the Kings again instead of hedging them against the Lakers. So I doubled down on that loss. And it was rough. It was just rough. But let's get some good some good mojo, some good energy going on right now. Yesterday we went 4-3. That's okay. That's a game over 500. Prefer to not lose three. I think that's our first day of losing three. But yesterday that Celtics game was just a shocker. Quite frankly, it was just a shocker. Done with prize picks. I'm not doing prize picks anymore unless there's a demand for prize picks. And if y'all really want me to show y'all prize picks, I can. But I will not be doing prize picks. Um, Moving on for today's games. Uh, Starting the night out, it's Pistons Wizards. The Wizards are mediocre still, um, but with that, the Pistons' entire starting lineup is out for this game. It's like they win one game, they're like, oh no, we got to give everybody rest. Um, that's real tanking right there. That's what I like to see. If you're gonna tank, tank right. But yeah, I'm taking the Wizards. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. 13-point spread, they could easily do that. The Wizards are not going to have the, or I meant the Pistons aren't going to have any type of shot at this game whatsoever. There's not a chance with their whole entire lineup being out, unless James Wiseman drops a 50-point game. Then maybe. Um, but other than that, not much else to say about that game. That'll be a game that pretty much gets glanced over. Moving on to the next game, Charlotte versus the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell is out, Jared Allen is out, and the Hornets are at home. All three of those things are really pushing me towards Charlotte. Plus, Charlotte's been playing somewhat better basketball recently. Cavs, surprisingly, have been dropping a few games, but they've been playing against good teams. Um, I really think Charlotte will go out there and stun them. So I'm taking the Hornets, and that's not really a popular pick. But whenever your starting centers out and your starting point guard slash shooting guards out, that's tough. And you're at an away game. I could see them just you know dropping that one. It's not really that big of a deal to them. But I'm picking Charlotte. I see Charlotte getting this. I would take Charlotte's spread if I were y'all, or you can take their money line. It's completely up to y'all. But yeah, um, I think that one will catch some people off guard if people aren't doing all their research that they need to. Charlotte, I think, is also pretty good at home, so everything seems to be lining up for Charlotte for this game. Um, but moving on to the next one, Denver versus the Toronto Raptors. Jamal Murray is questionable. They're playing, I believe, in Toronto. Um, Everything is telling me to take the Raptors, but I don't have a good feeling. Usually I'll have a good feeling, but this is one of those games I think that the Nuggets will bounce back, and the fact that the line is so crazily misconstrued all the way to where the Raptors are now favored, embarrassing, embarrassing. And I think Denver. I don't know if they're going to be looking at the lines or whatever, but the fact that Toronto is favorited, I think that if I'm Jokic, that's gonna piss me off because that means they're not respecting all the games that I won before, and now just because I drop a couple, oh now everybody panic. Let's say the Raptors are better. Let's say Denver isn't really that good just because they're dropping a few games even though they're the one seed. I see Denver bouncing back, so I'm taking Denver in this game. There's really no point in taking a spread, um, a 1 point spread. What is that going to do for you? Um, versus you can get them positive money if you just take their money line. So that's what I would recommend, to be completely honest with y'all. 1 second. All right, my bad. Um, moving on to the next game, it's Nets versus Thunder. Somehow the Nets are still getting disrespected with these lines. Don't get me wrong, the Thunder have played really well, but I have watched enough Thunder basketball and been keeping up with them for long enough that it lets me know that the Thunder have been playing better, but their shooting percentage, sometimes they have games that they just cannot hit their shots. Then you add the best defense in the NBA. I'm going to continue to say they're the best defense in the NBA because I personally believe that. But then you add the best defense in the NBA, and you add a team that's actually scoring pretty well. Mikal Bridges has been scoring. He's been putting up some good numbers. Just don't see how the I don't see how the Thunder are able to win this one. I'm taking the Nets. The Nets are underdogs. Don't take the spread. No point. Take the money line. The Nets will. The Nets are going to take care of business. Looking here. Okay. All right. I was about to say, do I not have the Lakers game up? But no, Lakers versus Pelicans. Taking the Lakers. AD is probable. AD's been somewhat injured, somewhat not. I mean, I think they've had him on the injury reserve for a little bit now. But Lakers versus Pelicans. Once again, another underdog team that I think is probably going to take care of business. Um, Lakers have been playing all right. The Pelicans, I don't think they're competing for a playoff spot, but I know the Lakers, they always have playoff ambitions. LeBron is close to coming back, even though I don't like LeBron. It'll probably be a help. But yeah, I think the Lakers take this one. I don't think I'm gonna have to be misconstrued on this. Magic Spurs. Looking at it, Orlando is on a losing end of the last 10 games. They have not been playing very well. Spurs have surprisingly been playing pretty decent. Um, Magic are laying 5. I don't know whether or not I'd want to take the Spurs money line or the Spurs spread. I'm leaning towards money line, but the spread at 5 is okay. If you want to take the spread, take the spread. But I'm going to take the Spurs money line. Um, it's two not above average teams going at each other, and the Spurs just right now, quite frankly, are a little bit more hot than the Magic are. The Magic kind of just got off their hot streak. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Spurs on this one. I don't. There was no injury news, none of that for this game. But as I said, Spurs are gonna take care of business. Moving on, we have Milwaukee versus the Suns. A fully healthy Giannis now. Even though I said Giannis was out yesterday because that's what was told to me on ESPN. ESPN told me he was going to be out, and he wasn't. He was in there and he dropped 40. So, but now that we know there's going to be a fully healthy Giannis, unless they dupe me again and he's out randomly, um, taking Milwaukee. Suns without KD. Suns still play really well, but If I have a fully healthy Giannis with the Bucks, with Middleton back, and with Drew Holiday back, give me Milwaukee. Give me Milwaukee minus 1.5. Give me Milwaukee's money line because they're gonna win. And 1.5, I don't know what their money line's at, but I'm more of a money line guy unless I see something that I really like. But yeah, I'll take Milwaukee. And then the last game of the slate is the Knicks versus the Trailblazers. Jalen Brunson is day to day, so we don't know if Brunson's gonna play or not. Um, Dame was out the last game that I checked, but I don't think he's out this time. But if Dame goes off, Trailblazers have a chance. But other than that, I don't see them having any type of chance whatsoever. Taking the Knicks, and at 2.5, I kind of want to take the Knicks spread because the money line will be a little bit more not favorable for me. So I think I'm going to take New York spread, but you could take their money line as well. Throw them on a parlay. I'm gonna stay away from parlays for the most part today. Um, Maybe have one or two. I think a good three leg for today would be if you wanted to take Nets, Nuggets, and Hornets, or if you wanted to do Nets, Nuggets, Nets, Nuggets, probably Knicks, or Nets, Nuggets, Bucks. You can take any of those, or you could throw the Spurs +5. You could do any number of things like that. But I like a lot of those. So, um, but yeah, today I'm gonna stay away from parlays. I'm gonna have to stay away from parlays for a little bit. I gotta quit making those stupid, 8 legs that I think are gonna they have a chance at hitting, but then one team has been losing, like the Celtics losing or the Nuggets losing, or one of these teams that should not be losing ends up losing, and then the whole parlay falls apart. Even though I hit 7 out of 8, it doesn't matter. So I don't know. But that's pretty much for the picks. That's pretty much the picks for today. I'm gonna go over them one more time. Wizards, Charlotte, Denver, Brooklyn, LA, the Lakers, Spurs, Milwaukee, and the Knicks. Um, Hopefully we can boost that record up. If we could not lose a game today, that'd be perfect because that means my winning percentage would go way up. But realistically, with a 2, 4, 6, 8 game slate, I'd like to go 5-3, 6-2. One of those. I know I did take a little bit more of a weirder, riskier approach to some of these games, but from what I've researched, those are the picks. So, um, other than that, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. Turn the notification bell on so that way you can see when I stream every day because it keeps changing depending on what time I wake up. But other than that, good luck to y'all on Tuesday. Hope y'all have a good one.